The morning rush hour in Nairobi. It can just as well be evening during the peak hours. Traffic, with passengers boarding public transport and those driving personal vehicles spending hours on the roads. In the scramble to beat time, many fall victim to the drudgery of traffic. These passengers inside this 14-seater public service vehicle or PSV are among almost half the number of people in Nairobi using motorized transport on a daily basis. The majority rely on PSVs, with a small but considerable number dependent on personal cars. PSVs offer convenience, rarely if ever comfort, and when traffic is like it is, which is usual in Nairobi, some opt to listen to music from their mobile phones, others stay put, hoping they will not spend more than 10 minutes or so in the same spot. A few share their experience of how much time it takes to get to their destination.
Like almost an hour. Kutoka Lang'ata kwenda town. Now take 1 hour.
A place where I'd use 15 minutes, I'm taking 45 times 1 hour.
For this matatu driver, every minute that he spends in traffic is considered in the context of the amount he spends on fuel. There is little that many can do about the traffic, so the newspaper provides the needed distraction. Time in the public transport sector is really money. A spot check on major roads in the morning and the traffic situation is simply out of hand. At the Nyayo Stadium roundabout, road users living along Mombasa and Lang'ata roads blame traffic police officers who they say do not balance the flow of traffic from the various roads that join and exit Uhuru Highway. It ends up blocking most of the roads, if not all.
Asubuhi wezi jua ni nini, lakini jamu inakuanga kubwa. Keni wenye tunasema wao tunaanga tu kama wanasababisha jamu hapa sana. Wale askari wa pale Bunyala sababu.
Indeed, we established that one takes approximately 40 minutes to pass the Bunyala roundabout from Nyayo Stadium, and the traffic officers here are just as poor in their management of traffic flow as their colleagues at the Nyayo Stadium roundabout. Here, the traffic jam can carry on well past 10 a.m.
It's me hivi. Hiyo traffic imeruta noma. Jumdu kitambo niko naenda skutika 10 hivi. Alafu nowadays naenda skutika 6 hivi 7.
If you thought that living along the Thika superhighway gives you some sort of respite, well, think again. Once you get to Pangani, the traffic jam is reborn, perhaps being attributed to the design and structure of the road, which leads into 2 lanes, forcing drivers to scramble for space and make it to the CBD on time. The same applies to those living along Waiyaki Way. We've been stuck in traffic for more than 20 minutes along Waiyaki Way now. It usually takes less than 15 minutes to go to town, but with the traffic situation being experienced within Nairobi, it causes a great loss to businessmen.
Sana kama mimi mtu ya taxi sasa, unajua nikienda kwa traffic nikishuka sana inabidi nichukue kitu kama 2 hours nifike penye nilikuwa naenda. Sasa inafanya na lose sana, inashinda kwa traffic sana.
Previously I would spend quite a cheap amount of money to fuel, but now it's becoming a bit hectic.
To an individual, the loss would differ from one person to another, but it becomes a staggering amount when one takes into account the city as a whole.
In Nairobi, we lose between 4 to 5 billion shillings a month in on our roads.
In a bid to cut down the money Nairobi loses owing to the traffic, the governor says the government has put in place measures such as replacing traffic police officers with traffic marshals by December this year and incorporating traffic lights back into the transport systems.
Because we want the policemen to do the job they are trained for, which is provision of security.
The traffic situation being experienced in Nairobi has become a source of concern. According to Nairobi Governor KIDERO, Nairobi alone registers on average 5,000 vehicles per month. Data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics indicates that as of 2011, the country had registered 1.6 million vehicles, with the highest number of those registered being personal vehicles at 598,622, and the least being trailers at 31,974.
Not quite, they can buy cars, but what we want to do is to make it comfortable for people to travel in public transport system.
The fact that there are too many personal vehicles on the roads is one of the causes of traffic. However, police officers do not help much when they conduct crackdowns during rush hours. Some of these operations are suspect in that they have very unclear motives and are at times informed by the quest for bribes. In such operations, they check on the condition of the vehicle and whether the driver and the tout are in uniform. Should the driver, tout or PSV fail to adhere to the rules,
being arrested, taken to court. Conductors and drivers is 15,000 and more.
The matatu industry also has a role to play in causing traffic when dropping off passengers in the middle of the roads, overlapping and using opposite routes to evade traffic.
Afadhali kuoverlap kuliko kwenda mdogo mdogo.
In order to ease traffic and save the capital the amount of money we are losing, the government is working hand in hand with the Ministry of Roads to complete the missing link roads by the end of the year. The link roads will then join the northern, southern and eastern bypasses, preventing vehicles coming from other counties from entering the central business districts. So for now, you will have to persevere with spending more time in traffic and digging deeper into your pockets for fuel, hoping that by the end of December this year, there will be no more traffic. For JSO at 7, I'm Rhoda Odhiambo.